Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is East Tennessee Prepper with a quick unboxing video. I did some shopping the night before last online for some items that I was looking for. And one item I had forgot that I had wanted, I was really excited to find on this website. And I snatched it up really fast. Now, the website I was visiting is called Go Time Gear. They are a US based company, I believe out of Oregon. I know with some of their designs from some of the things I've seen online says designed in Oregon. Now, the products, from what I've seen so far, especially the two that I've got, one is made in China, the other is assembled in China. So, it is what it is. I prefer obviously a US based production as well, but sometimes that's just not feasible, and I understand that. It doesn't change my personal preference. However, it does not take away how excited about this one thing was that I got. Now, I did go ahead and open the box because I wanted to remove any kind of self-identification, any kind of material for identity purposes, obviously. Now, first thing that you do get is a thank you card from Go Time Gear. And on the back it does read, "Thanks so much for supporting Go Time Gear. You're what makes us great, and I hope you like our products as much as we do. Don't hesitate to reach out if you ever need anything or just want to say hi. Sincerely, Kevin, co-founder of Go Time Gear." So I thought that was pretty nice. Now, guys, let me tell you right out of the gate, I ordered this the night before last, and it was here this morning. Now, you know as well as I do, any kind of online shopping, you see an option to get 2 to 3 day or 1 to 2 day shipping, and you'll pay $8.99 or something like that. This company does offer free shipping, and they got it to me, in 2 days. Right out of the gate, that impressed me. And so let's just jump right on in and see what we've got. Now, the first thing that I did order, and this was what I really, really wanted more than anything else, was the Blast Match Fire Starter. Let's get this up here, and hopefully you can see that good. It's about 4 inches long, about 1.25 inches wide. Maybe, yeah. And the sparks are supposed to be 3 times hotter than a match head. It's supposed to be good for at least 4,000 strikes. And the reason that I was excited to get this more than anything else is the capability of starting a fire one-handed. You may have to use the other hand as a windshield, while you're setting up your tinder and trying to get a flame going. So that's a big perk. Injured. You've got a broken arm. Obviously, you're not going to do, cold steel and a knife, things of that nature. Being able to do this one-handed is a huge, huge perk. It's one less worry on your mind. Now, I will be doing a review on this later next week as far as how it works. But as of right now, I'm pretty doggone excited to get this one. I've been wanting one of these since the first time I saw it online. And just haven't been able to find it physically anywhere. So, Blast Match Fire Starter. Now, the second thing that I got, I had been shopping around for an emergency blanket. And while I was up on this website, they did have a product called Life Tent. The reason that I chose this product is for 2 reasons. 1, it's a tent. 2, it's also an emergency blanket. So it is versatile. If I don't want to set up a tent, if I'm unable to, if I'm in an area that I can't tie it off to make a tent out of it, I can crawl inside of it and use it as an emergency blanket. That is a huge 2-in-1 plus for me. As you can see on the outside, it is fluorescent orange or bright orange, and so visibility, if you want to be found, is there. So let's jump right on in here. Unfold tent and lay flat on the ground. Run the rope through both ends of the tent. Tie rope to sturdy object, preferably trees obviously, 3 to 4 feet off the ground, or if you have to, around boulders, things of that nature. Anchor the corners and the edges with rocks or gear. And the final instruction, crawl inside. Doesn't get much easier than that. Now, what it says on the other side is that this product reflects 90% of your body heat. It comes with 20 foot of paracord drawstring. That's a big plus. For you guys that's been preparing for a while, you understand how important cordage is, especially paracord in its multiple uses, whether it's in fire starting, lashing things. It's just a lifesaver, and an extra 20 foot in here is fantastic, because if you're able to tie a place off 6 foot, you've got a lot of leftover that you can use with it, and you can never have too much paracord. Well, I guess technically if you went overboard and had a big spool, yeah, you could. But anyway, I digress. Let's see here, 20 feet paracord drawstring, 120 decibel emergency whistle. So you've got the blaze orange, and then you've got the whistle as well if you need to be found if you're lost or injured. It is tear and puncture resistant. Now see, this was a big thing for me. From what I've seen online, this is a very thicker material. You've seen the stuff at Walmart and Target and places like that. It just seems like that as soon as you put it in, and I remember this happening to me once while I was hunting. I crawled in one, and sure enough, my toe just tore right through it. This does not appear to be an issue compared to what that one was. So that was another selling point for me. It is water and windproof. So if you set it up correctly, you're going to have the wind right off of you. I guess worst case scenario, if you're sitting inside, you could throw something over on top and have it drape down to fully enclose it. And I'd say with 90% of your body heat reflecting, probably nice and toasty. Anyway, it also includes a durable stuff sack with Parasync drawstring. So let's open the box here. Again, Go Time Gear Life Tent. Now, here is another plus that is actually not mentioned by the company. Obviously, you have the tent itself. Which is that orange. Now, I'm not going to pull this all out right now. Oh yeah, this is definitely much thicker. And there's all that paracord as well. So I'm liking this right out of the gate. Now, obviously you have the orange and you have the whistle. Now, one thing that they've either not thought of or mentioned is once you have this tent out and you're using it as a blanket or as a tent, you can take this sack with it being orange and put it out on a limb or out on a rock or somewhere, with the wind blowing and everything like that. It's nice, it's bright, it's orange, and it's moving. That will also help aid getting somebody's eyeballs on your location. It is very pliable. You can see how flat that I've got that, which is great for a bug out bag. I mean, this is a quick toss in. You can set stuff down. It's going to flatten out even more. And of course, here is the whistle that does attach to the outside bag. Also on some cordage. Let's give it a go and see what we've got. Now, once you get your tongue positioned correctly, you can get a louder decibel. So don't just expect just a blow in there. You will have to manipulate your tongue a little bit to get the pitch perfect. I'm really hopeful for this. We're going to be reviewing that as well once I figure out a good place to set it up and go from there. But like I said, tent, emergency blanket. It's got the right colors to be found. It's got the device that will help you get found. And then on top of that, this bag placed in a correct position could catch somebody's eye with it moving and it being that bright orange. So I am seeing a lot of upside to this, especially with how little this is and how ridiculously light it is. It's just, I don't know, nothing but perks in my book right now. Hopefully when we get out in the field and test it, it'll just keep coming on through. But as of right now, this has exceeded what even they were advertising online, in my opinion. So once again, GoTimeGear.com, full disclosure, I paid for this with my own money, and I owe no one anything. So go up online and see what you think. Maybe find out something. Like I said, sign up for the emails. You get the welcome 10. Now, once you place the order, you will get an email with a video from the co-founder thanking you as well. He was going to give you another code for 10% off. And on top of that, if you use that code within 7 days of your order, they will also send you a USB rechargeable flashlight as well. So you will also find that flashlight online on their website to check it out as well. So I may be placing another order here in another day or two, and we'll go from there as well, do an unboxing there. Anyway, guys, that's what I've got. Give them a consideration, and as always, I appreciate you guys stopping by and taking time to listen to me. If you're subscribed, please give me a nice thumbs up. If you have not, please consider doing so. And once again, East Tennessee Prepper out, and I hope you guys have an absolutely fantastic weekend.